Hey, what's up everybody? So I'm back with another tutorial here. We're going to show you guys how to play World of Warcraft on an Xbox One controller with the chatpad. Now this is a chatpad that fits into the Xbox One controller. Now what I noticed about the Xbox One controllers is if you have an Xbox One controller like this, with the 3.1 audio cable right here, it should be easy to fit the Xbox One chatpad into it. Okay. Now some of them you'll find they don't fit, and that's because they came up with a new model of Xbox controllers around the same time they came with the chatpad, which is weird, but it was a little bit of trial and error for me to figure out. But anyways, that's what I figured out, and I'm going to share that with you because if you guys end up getting a chatpad, you're going to need to know that. Okay, so first things first, you're going to want to plug your Xbox controller into your computer. So I use a Xbox One, just micro USB. You can use pretty much anything, but this came with it. It was a wired Windows Xbox One controller cable, but this is the wireless controller. So the wireless controller is the one with the 3.1 audio cable on the bottom. Anyways, once your controller is plugged in, it lights up. It may not light up right away, but the first thing you need to do is go into your Microsoft Store. So you want to go here and you want to type in Store and go into there. So when you go to your store, you want to type in Xbox accessories, so that's right here. That's an app, and once you guys go in, you're going to want to install your app. But right here it says this product is already installed. Now if you are using the chatpad, you're going to want to make sure the chatpad's plugged in first of all before you install this application. Once this application is installed, your Xbox One controller and chatpad should be ready to go. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to Xpadder. .com. Now if you already have Xpadder and use the Xbox 360 controller previously for my other tutorial, and you guys are using the Xbox 360 setup for Xpadder, you're already on your way. So you're going to want to configure Xpadder. Now Xpadder is a little bit tricky to configure. First of all, there are a few things you're going to want to do. You're going to want to use an Xbox One controller image for Windows. I'll put a link down in the description. It's different from the Xbox 360 controller image, and now what I'm talking about is the image here in the background. They're compatible with whatever controller is plugged in, so you could use like a PlayStation controller, an Xbox One controller, Xbox 360 controller, whatever controller you decide to use. You need to change that image in the background for it to be compatible. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Xbox One controller because this is an Xbox One controller setup tutorial video, and I don't really play PlayStation. You know, I played it one time. I think I played Siphon Filter on it or something back in the day on PlayStation 1. That shit was sick, but you know, now I'm in the Xbox. It's compatible with Windows, so I can't complain. Everything's working really good, better than my 360 setup. So take a second here and look at this. This is my setup. So this is how I play World of Warcraft. Now I use a period in the, I think it's apostrophe equals minus arrows. Now these arrows here aren't the arrows that are set up for like your A or your WASD or whatever. These are for the mouse. So you click on the gear thing here to make sure you see mouse normal. That's what it's set up. And here this is B for arrows. Okay. You can adjust the sensitivity and stuff, but the middle mouse button here is the space bar, and this is a tab bar. That's my left click, that's my right click on my bumpers, and the triggers is left control and left shift. So and that's a semicolon. Maybe that's the apostrophe. Let's see. That one there is this is the apostrophe. So it looks like it's a comma. So these are just basically for my action bar switching anyways, so when I switch the action bars around, those will do it for me. So this is my configuration. If you guys have any questions on how to set any of these keys or any of these buttons, just please post down below. I'll be happy to help you and answer and respond to how to set this up. Like I did it in my previous video, so I don't want to really go over it because this is basically just an upgrade from the 360 to Xbox One controller video. So once you have this set up, basically you can just log into World of Warcraft like this and it should work to play World of Warcraft on. So once my game eventually loads, we'll go in and I'll show you how things look in the game. So yeah, this is my stream setup. So my stream for Twitch. This is what it looks like, and this is my Xbox controller. So the chat pad should work on it too as well. So you can check out, you know, the chat pad. We'll do that first. It's a space enter. We'll say hi YouTube. It's got shift buttons and stuff too, but I'll just type it in. So. Like that, and jump up and down, we'll run around. Now I do have a couple things changed in my configuration here, so you want to go into your interface key bindings, right? So, and then you want to go to your movement keys, make sure that's all set. It's pretty much all default, right? So then you want to go into like action bar maybe? Yeah, okay. So this is where you want to just make sure, because this is how you change your action bar. So I've got like buttons 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then 5 is shift 1, shift 2, shift 3, shift 4, right? And then it's control 1, control 2, control 3, control 4 for my 12 action bars right here. So 1 through 12. Okay, and my shift and control, as you guys remember, is the trigger. So you can trigger, your left trigger will be the middle 4, and then your right trigger will be the last 4. Okay, so so shift is left and control's right. Extra action button 1 is Q. I have that set up on my chat pad, so I'll have like an extra. When that pops up and I need to use like for Gul'dan, for instance, if I have to pop that shield on me, I just push Q on my my chat pads right there. Fucking, it's like my ult. You guys ever play League of Legends? It's like my ultimate ability. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys want to just check out some of these here, I'll just scroll through. It's pretty much all default. You can set up and page everything. So like action bar, this might be important here too. So action page 1, if you have it set up like I do, action page 1 is equals, right? Action page 2 is the subtract, which is the hyphen or whatever, and then action page 5 and 6, that's 5, I believe is my my period, and then action page 6 is the comma, or the other way around. Basically, action page 5, basically what it should do. Here, we'll just finish scrolling. There's nothing else there. Basically, what it should do is when you play, your first action bar, right? Your main primary action bar should show up here on this bar, right? And then when you press up on your D-pad, it should do nothing, okay? But that's because you're already on your primary action bar. Now, if you push down on your D-pad, it should go to your action bar 2 right here. So it shows 2 right here. So this will be my second action bar. I press down. I got like my mounts and stuff on there. So like if I want to mount up, I can just press down and press back up. So if I press up on my D-pad, I'll bring it back to my primary action bar. Okay, so if I press down, it just lets me use things like my rocket boots, or you know, my mounts, which I don't have flying yet. Everybody else is flying around, and I just don't like to quest. So, but yeah, you can quest and raid. I raid competitively on an Xbox controller, you know. So my left action bar though, is right up here. So it's this one. So it'll duplicate this one here on the top left, down to the bottom. So you can use all those buttons. So it's your A, X, B, Y, and then it's the shift. Or it's left trigger AXBY, and it's right trigger AXBY. So then you got the ability to use like I can push my left trigger and my X. That'll make me use my demoralizing shout. My right trigger and my Y will use arcane torrent. Okay, so that's how you do that. And oh yeah, the right on your D-pad should bring up the action bar on the far right over here. So you'll see this action bar over here. This whole bar is duplicated down here. So this is number 5. Okay. So if we look at 5 should be period. Okay, so action bar 5 should be period, and action bar 6 should be comma. Okay, so it'll be period and then a comma. All right, guys, and that's how you get the action bar and rotating the action bar. And once you get used to cycling through and stuff like that, you're gonna want to, you know, obviously play and get some practice in the game. I suggest probably doing quests, maybe doing some basic heroic dungeons or something, something a little bit easier than what you do normally in the game. So like just scale it down a little bit, get used to playing around. Use a chat pad for sure. It's definitely fun. You can just, you know, hit enter, use the green button, and you can just talk and chat and be like, hey, making a YouTube video. Yeah. And you know, and talk to people and move around, and you can tell them that you play on an Xbox controller. Okay, and you know, that's how it is. And that's pretty much it. Get used to it. I have thumbsticks. These are just basic ones. I'm probably going to upgrade to Kontrol Freeks. Their quality is a little bit better than these ones here that I'm using. I have these grips and they kind of suck, and I'm just going to peel them off. But you can customize your controller however you like. But I do recommend, if you're going to be playing with the Xbox controller, definitely your right analog stick here, the right one. I would use like a higher grip. So if you know what Kontrol Freeks are, go in and check them out. They do sell thumb sticks, right? Thumb grips. They're grips for your thumb stick, and you want to like look at these. There's one here's lower. This one here's elevated. Now the elevated one here is really good for when you're targeting stuff. So if I want to target something, I've got like a little bit more leverage. I can just like, you know, pinpoint where I want to go a lot easier, and it just makes it more precise. Okay, and you can also set out your sensitivity settings as well up in Xpadder. If you guys want to know what my sensitivity setting is, just mention it down below. I'll find out and I will tell you guys what it's set at, and that's pretty much it. I want to make this video as short as I can make it. It's around 12 minutes, so if you guys like this video, make sure you guys subscribe, thumbs up, and comment down below. Alright guys, it's my my YouTube video for you guys on how to play World of Warcraft on an Xbox One controller. Now, if you guys were on the Xbox 360 controller with me in the past and you use the chatpad with the 360 controller, you guys fucking rock. But I just want you guys to know that this is way easier. I don't have to worry about plugging it in, unplugging it. My computer doesn't turn off. Everything stays the fucking same. Okay? Oh, and if you guys want to use wireless, because there was a lot of questions about wireless compatibility with the Xbox 360 controller, it does work. So you guys will have to plug it in first of all to get the drivers. And then you're going to want to plug your USB thing for your PC to pick it up in afterwards to pick that up, and then you should be able to play wirelessly with Xbox One controller. But I wouldn't really recommend it unless you're just you know, wanting to chill out on the couch or your bed or whatever and don't want a wire in the way. I don't blame you. It's pretty good, but if you're going to be raiding or doing something that's, you know, intense like what I do, you don't want to have the chance of having your batteries die, first of all, and second of all, it gives you a little bit more reaction speed. So make sure you guys you know, get a little bit of practice before you do go into raid. You don't want to go in with no clue how to play and maybe just plug it in and be like, I'm gonna play on an Xbox controller just because I've seen this guy do it. I got a lot of practice, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing this way since Wrath of Lich King with the Xbox 360 controller. So, and I've leveled up multiple characters and played multiple raids with the Xbox controller. Okay, and you know, I wasn't very good when I first started. I'll admit I suck, but a lot of practice, guys. That's the key to anything. You guys put time in, effort, practice, you get good at it. Okay, and it's a whole different feel. You guys can check out other guides and other videos. I know that they have a Steam setup for Xbox controllers, and they also have console port add-on as well. You guys check that out, and there's add-ons too that'll help you re-customize your game and give it a whole new feel when you play with the Xbox controller. So if you guys want to do stuff like that, then you know, it definitely makes the game feel way different. And you know, it's nice because you can just chill out, sit back, relax, play on an Xbox controller. Maybe you want to go farm those herbs. Maybe you want to, you know, go fishing or something. You know, something basic like that. That's how I started. I just started farming my ore, and people started ganking me. And I reached for my mouse and keyboard to, when I was running back from the graveyard, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this guy setting my stuff up so I can play on my mouse and keyboard, and I get back and I gank them, and then I camp them. Eventually I just didn't even reach for my mouse and keyboard. I just stood up for myself on an Xbox controller. And that's when I knew I could do it. So put some time in, put some effort in, you guys can do it too. Anyways, I hope you guys come check me out on my stream. It's Def Monk, the O's is 0. Anyway, peace out. Thanks for checking out this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.